Peace and blessings, everyone. I recently got in the habit of taping uh, the Lakers games during the playoffs. I'm a Lakers fan. And then, watching them later. But I'm only watching them if we win. Thus, I am controlling my happiness. Because really it started out as it is, NBA basketball season. It's basketball season. As many of you know, I coach basketball. So being involved with, my own basketball season and other things, my kids, whatnot, it always caused me to have to record the games, since the beginning of playoffs, and watch it later. So like I said, it turned into, not just taping and watching them, that just I would tape them and then watch them once again if we got to win. And then, like I said, I evolved into controlling my happiness. So I was thinking a couple things came out of that. For one, because I decided, why go through the angst and the stress of seeing my team lose. I love all sports. Favorites are basketball and football and boxing. I watch baseball during the World Series. Nothing much, but within those things, that I really enjoy watching, when you have your favorite team or your favorite boxer in boxing, you're hoping for that win, and when there appears it might be upset or appears to be a loss, in the case, or there is a loss, you get emotionally caught up and you get upset at times. So like I said, I just came recently resolved to the fact, well, I'm just going to start controlling my happiness as much as possible. Because there's so many other things going on in this world which I don't have control of. So why not take an opportunity when I can't control it, when I know that, that I'm going to be able to enjoy this game fully. And it really doesn't take away from enjoyment. I know ahead of time that we're going to win. So no matter how bad it may appear, I'm not going to win. So I'm not going to enjoy the outcome no matter what. So no matter how much it appears, how bad it appears. And I can even be surprised because of one game when Artest gets the missed shot by Kobe to for the winning layup. In that specific game, one thing that I don't really want to know the score, or how it ended. I just want to know if we won. But I accidentally knew the score, and so when it was come to the end of the game, and I knew that the game ended, it was 102 to 100. So we had it 3 seconds, right? And Kobe got in the ball, and as he's there shooting a three, I'm like, wait a minute, if Kobe's shooting this three, how is it that we win by 2? It's just not enough time. And so I was pleasantly surprised when, he got shot the air ball and Artest put it back. So you can still get enjoyment out of it. So, like I said, the couple things that made me think further about is that why don't we seek, it's a spider, the opportunity, or maybe just not aware of the opportunity that we have to do it as much as possible in our life, to control the outcome well, not the outcome, to control our happiness and knowing ahead of time of a better outcome. You know, the state of this world. Um, we're constantly doing things that puts us in stressful situations and just bad situations, and the struggle, the strife, and all that. When we have the opportunity from our past experiences to know what we can do to bring about happiness, instead of, like, it is often said, play this game of life. Instead of going through our life, through this world, playing this game, hoping that we win, going through the stresses of when we appear that we might lose, and sometimes we do lose, if you will. Why go through that of worrying about losing a job, or how you're going to get food on the table that day, or clothes on your back or your children's back, nature, when we can create a system where we know that we're going to win, where we know that food is going to be available, food, clothing, shelter, medical is going to be available, and it's not a game. It's not hoping to win, because somebody's going to lose. Like in all games, all competitions, there's winners and losers. And in this world and the system we have set up of capitalism, there's winners and losers. Some people win, some people lose. Some people win and then lose. Some people lose and then win. And some people just continually win. Some people continually lose. But why do we play that game? Why do we think we have to play that game when we can, like I said, affect the outcome and thus go through it, go through life, enjoying it, because we know what the end result will be. A lot of times in competitive sports, when people are going through, I guess, really a playoffs, championship, when it's really going to come to the end of that season, a lot of times you hear when they get interviews at the end, that hasn't sunk in yet, the win. If you think about it, probably the real reason is because they're so caught up in the fact, as they're going through the tournaments or whatever, they're so caught up in the fact that it's possible that they may lose, that they're so tense inside psychologically that they miss out on fully enjoying it, because you can't really enjoy it because it's a fear of losing. A little girl. And so they can't really take fully the opportunity to enjoy it as they go through the process, through the game. And so then at the end, when it's all over and they won, it's like, okay, I won. Man, I won. But like I said, a lot of times you see it's the joy that they think is going to be there isn't really there. Because once again, it's just all that stress of going through it, that the fear of losing, and now it's over, and really, you're happy that you won, but really more so you're happy that you didn't lose. You see that a lot. Pay attention to that. See it a lot. Like I said, it really hasn't sunk in because it was stressful, really. And then thinking about these games, I started to wonder if maybe subconsciously the reason that competitive games were created is really for the purpose of self-torture, if you will. That as beings we have become accustomed to and maybe dependent on, maybe addicted to, the stress of losing, the disappointment of losing. So we have created fun way, if you will, of putting ourselves in stressful situations, and we, we like to say, we have the games for competition, for the fun, but a lot of times, once again, it's not a lot of fun involved when it's on a really high competitive level, because it becomes about gotta win, have to win, don't want to lose, hate to lose. And like I said, I wonder if, maybe little girl, stop. Subconsciously, maybe that was the real reason behind the creation of competition. Once again, to get that fix, not of the win, but the stress of not wanting to lose. It's just a thought. Guess that's it. God bless everyone. Peace and love.